Hey guys, thanks for subscribing to my channel. I'm here today in Montreal, Quebec, and it's been a big week here in the province. So earlier this week on Monday, the vaccine started rolling out, both here and in Ontario, which is hopeful news set against the backdrop of the highest numbers of coronavirus cases reported so far in the province. Yesterday, the province reported 2,038 new coronavirus cases. Now, this is putting a massive strain on the public healthcare infrastructure. As of December 19th, the Government of Canada reported a total of over 500,000 coronavirus cases in Canada. A significant portion of those are found here in Quebec, with approximately 175,000 total cases in the province alone. And this has prompted the Premier François Legault to enact stringent measures and put into effect another lockdown that's going to begin from Christmas and go on to January 11th. So I'm here today to talk to business owners about how they feel about the upcoming lockdown, how the pandemic has affected them thus far, and their hopes for the future. In downtown Montreal, it almost appears as if nothing has changed. St. Catherine's Street is bustling with customers buying holiday gifts. But in visiting with store and restaurant owners, we see that things are far from normal. In St. Henri, a popular neighborhood only 2 kilometers from the downtown area, things look a bit different. The Lola boutique is normally teeming with customers this time of year, but is seemingly empty now due to capacity restrictions adversely affecting smaller storefront businesses.
Look at now I have the time to talk to you. Usually I would not be able to have 5 minutes to give you because people just always come in, come out, and gift wrappings. And this year we don't have that because you don't have the always last minute gift that you buy because you were invited somewhere. You don't have all this sales that usually we have, and this affects us a lot.
Are you hopeful about the fact that the vaccine, Canadians just started getting vaccinated last week? Is that hopeful news for you as a business owner?
Yes. If we can get rid of mask and client limitation. Mask is a thing, but client limitation is very, very hard because it's winter here and people don't want to wait outside.
Has the government helped you as a small business with any funding?
In no way, because you have to prove that I'm making less money than before. But this is a startup. It's been 1 year and a half. So at each year, I'm putting sweat and blood here to have an increase of the sales. So no, I'm not making less money because I'm working twice hard.
Right. So has your business adapted and changed to COVID?
I bought a new laptop to create new contents and having a best online shop. So yes, we had to adapt a bit, changing the way the store is inside so people can have a flow of distanciation.
The pandemic has been felt by both the goods and services sectors alike, but nothing embodies the pandemic's impact on restaurants like an empty Crescent Street, normally one of the busiest streets here in Montreal. Since the end of September, restaurants have only been allowed to serve takeout. Because of this, sales have dropped dramatically. Many restaurants have closed altogether.
It's a lot of changes, it's a lot of loss of personnel, and it's about 10% of usual sales, which means bare minimum personnel in the kitchen and in staff, and no salary at all.
Oh my gosh. And has that 10% persisted over the duration of the pandemic, or is that only started since the new closures in September?
In the first leg of the pandemic, we weren't open at all because we don't do much takeout. And when we opened again, we were happy about that, even if the sales were minimal. But when we closed for the second time, we told ourselves we can't survive if we don't at least try to go for some form of takeout.
Do you think your business has been adversely affected at all by the border closure with the U.S.?
Absolutely. Every single holiday, we used to have a lot of New York, Vermont kids, groups of 18-year-olds just coming in by the dozens.
And you're not? Are you seeing any of that at all? Any closure?
We used to have, I'm gonna say, about 40% of out-of-towners as usual business, regular everyday business.
And now that's essentially zero.
That's essentially zero. Yeah.
Do you think that the government should allow restaurants and bars to open sooner?
I think personally that it should be the same rules for everyone. Meaning that if I can't open my restaurant to, let's say, a 20-person seating place with, adequate distance and separation and masks, well, shopping center shouldn't be able to have 500 people just walking around and talking. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Of course.
So I would like to be open with restrictions and have the same restrictions applied everywhere else. Or I would like to stay closed and have everywhere else closed, which is not great, but at least it would be fair to everyone.
So how do you feel about the upcoming lockdown that's going to start on Christmas?
Oh my God, it's welcome. It's welcome because anyway, in January, it's not a good month, and I'm losing money when I have an employee here, and I'm making like $200 sales during the day. I'm losing money. So if we have to get rid of this COVID thing, it's now.
What do you think about the future? Are you hopeful?
I just hope we can get our lives back anytime soon. Like the bars open, the restaurants open, the gyms, the climbing centers, everything. Just so people can see people again,
Buying local people, and don't forget us even after Christmas, because Christmas is always a good time for all the stores. It's really like the rest of the year that we need more support.
The pandemic has changed the business practices of both the goods and services sectors alike, with each now wholly dependent on an online presence. While the storefronts of non-essential businesses will be closed until January 11th in Montreal, we can still support local stores and restaurants through buying online. Below are the names of the businesses interviewed in this segment.